Hi, pile 1. So if you pick this is your pile. So let's see. How can you attract more positive energy and experiences in your life? Pile 1 for the collective. How can they attract more positive energy and experiences in their life? Take that one. One more, please, Spirit. Pile 1 for the collective. How can they attract more positive energy and experiences in their life? Okay, we'll do that. Alright, so you've got the 6 of Swords, the King of Cups reversed, and the 6 of Cups reversed. Spirit, why is the 6 of Swords here? And we got the 8 of Cups. What are they walking away from, Spirit? What are they walking away from? I see it. Okay. Yep. So, what I see here is you have the 6 of Swords, the 8 of Cups, the King of Cups, and the 6 of Cups. So, this guy is like sneaking off in the middle of the night, and she's walking away from her past, moving on to something better. And in order for you to have more positive energy and experiences in your life, you need to walk away. And what you need to walk away from is emotional people, or your own emotions could be holding you back even. Either way. But that's what I see, is I see that, you know, people who have high emotions or are really emotional, or it could be your own trauma, your own past emotions. I know that like depression, anxiety, those are things that can really hold us back. And so Spirit's saying if you walk away from that and you quit giving everything you have to everybody else, then that's how you will that's how you'll get more positive energy and better experiences. Because what I see here is you're taking care of everybody else, but you're not taking care of you. You know, and you keep giving from your cup, but they're not giving in return. And, you know, you're lost. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. What should they be walking towards? What should they be doing to attract more energy? Aha. Move these over here a little bit. A little more room. So, you got the 5 of Swords. And the 5 of Swords is all about taking a rest and taking care of yourself. So yeah, you need to put yourself first. You need to start worrying about you more and about everybody else less. I mean, I'm a giver. It's who I am. I give to everybody. And often I don't take care of myself because of that. And that's what this is saying, is it's time for you to quit giving to everybody else and walk away from giving, and take care of yourself for a while. Let's see. Let's get your oracle cards. I'm going to use the Sacred Destiny cards. That's what the deck looks like. Let's see what they have. Spirit. What does pile 1 for the collective need to do to bring more positivity in their life? Positive experiences. What does pile 1 for the collective need to do to bring more positivity and positive experiences into their life? Pile 1 for the collective. What do they need to do to bring in more positive experiences and more positivity into their life? Okay. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, you got Purity. I love this card. And we got Voyage and Leadership. So, this Purity card it over here where you can really see it. It's all about like new snow and new things. And I don't know if you've ever lived up north. I live in the deep south right now, so it's kind of an oxymoron, but I grew up in the north. I lived in Canada for a number of years and a few other northern countries. And purity is all about fresh snow. It's all about when you see fresh snow in the winter, and the smell and the cleanliness of it, and you can smell how clean the air is and how fresh and renewed it is. So they're saying that you need to do that. You need to purify yourself, but more than anything, you need to look for the fresh snow. You need to find the new things that light you up and are for you and cleanse you and help you. And it's talking about a voyage. And I don't know if this voyage is, to me, my intuition is not saying that this is actually take a trip. It's more like self-discovery and self-meditation and going within and, going on our journey of life every day. And then you have the leadership card. And this card is all about, taking a stand in what you believe in and being a leader. And you can't be a leader if you're following everyone else, or if you're running around being mom to everybody and helping everybody else with their problems. That only hinders us. It doesn't help us. Let's see what's blocking you. I'm going to use this deck. I don't know if you can see that past my thumb. Sorry. We'll see what's blocking you real quick. What's blocking or holding pile 1 back? Spirit guides. What's blocking or holding pile 1 back? We'll take it. What's blocking or hindering pile 1 from their positivity, and what's blocking or hindering pile 1 from their positivity? I read these cards intuitively. I don't know anyone who doesn't, but yeah. So let's see what we got here. We got a message. We've got a wealthy man and a journey. Yeah. So what I see in this is, I see that right now you're really on a time of a journey within. Maybe you're going through a transformation or an awakening, but you're going to get a message soon, and it's going to help you, because I think it's from your spirit guides, and it may be numbers or synchronicities, or it could be all kinds of things. But you're being blocked by wealth. And what I see in this is, I don't see a wealthy man in this. I see, someone who thinks wants to be this person, and they're so worried about wealth and money that they're not paying attention to what's really going on. That's what I really see in this. So, and once again, journey, going within your voyage, going within and doing your life path. Let's see. See what your ancestors have to say. What are your ancestors bringing in for you that's helping or hindering? I'm going to use this Ancestors and Energy and Angels Oracle deck, and we'll see what they have to say. Pile 1 for the collective. What is their ancestors or angels helping with them, or wanting them to know, that will help them bring positivity and energy into their life? How are their ancestors helping them bring positivity and energy into their life? Whoa. Okay. I feel froggy. We'll take them all. So, we've got the Hermit, retreat and recharge. We've got the High Priestess, harness mystic powers. High Priest, intent and create. And Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. So yeah, this is all talking about going within and your spiritual journey, and becoming at one with yourself, really, and then bringing it out to the rest of the world. I mean, it's showing others, how it's done by your leadership, but you can't you can't sit here in this. And this, they obviously brought this up for a reason. They wanted you to see this and look at it. I mean, you don't have to be right all the time. My mother's horrible at that. And I had a lot of problems as a kid from it, because she would be like, well, you know, it's her way or the highway. And, you know, she never could be wrong. And it didn't matter if she knew she was wrong. She had to be right. And she would just fight you and fight you and fight you until she was right. So you finally go, fine, be stupid, you're right. And, you know, it whittles away at people, and people don't like people like that. You know, nobody likes someone who has to be right all the time. You know, in life, it's all about, we're all on this journey, and we're all learning all the time. We're learning new things. We're learning about new people. And, you know, we're here to do all these lessons and to learn and grow our spirit. And if you always have to be right, then you're not growing your spirit at all, you know? In fact, all you're doing is hindering yourself, you know? And, you know, intent and create, you know, your ancestors are asking you to create your own positivity. You know, sometimes in life we have to decide that I am going to look. Okay, here's a good example. It's what I can think of at the moment. A couple weeks ago, I was talking to my son, and he's not doing very good in his math class. And he came home and he goes, well, half the class is failing. And I said, I don't care that half the class is failing. The point is, if you needed help, you should have gone to tutoring or let us know or come home and brought homework home. You can't just fail. It's not an option in my books. And I had a big discussion with him about the fact that in life, we have one or two options. We can either see every single thing going on in our life as an obstacle, and when it comes at us, we can let it defeat us, and we can go, forget it. I'm done. I'm over. I'm not doing it. Woe me. Everything is out to get me. Everything is my fault. You know, it's horrible. Or we can look at life, and every obstacle we can go, you are an opportunity for me to either learn something or to grow, or maybe both. And when you look at life as an opportunity instead of something negative, it changes everything that goes on around you. I mean, when, you know, your car gets hit by someone, and then you realize you have a flat tire because they hit you, and they didn't do a lot of damage, but you can't get to work because you got a flat tire and you were running late anyway. And then you call your boss and they go, okay, well, we'll figure it out. And then you've got to come up with the money for this tire, and you're all mad because you're like, the world's out to get me. Everything wants to get me. But what you don't know is maybe something happened at your job that day, and, you know, the office caught fire and you weren't supposed to go to work that day, you know. And here's a good example. My cousin was driving to work one day, and his car broke, and his car was having problems, and this guy hit him, and his car engine just seized. It wouldn't go, it wouldn't anything. There was no body damage or anything to the car. It was just a little bump, but the car wouldn't run, and he was so mad because he couldn't get to work. So he called his boss, and they're like, it's okay, don't worry about it, just take care of it. And, you know, and he goes, yeah, you know, I'll get my wife to drop me at work tomorrow, because she was already at work. And they said, fine, sure, no problem. And he went to go, and while he was at home later that night, he saw on the news that the room that he worked in, he was a vet tech, and his job was to check the air oxygens for surgeries and stuff. And apparently there was a leak in one of the bottles, and the whole room blew up. But because nobody was working and they couldn't get anybody to cover him that day, nobody was in that room. But he would have spent all day in that room, and he would have died. So he got an opportunity to keep living and not die because he got in that car accident earlier that morning. And that's what you have to think of about life. You have to think of it that way. You have to think it's an opportunity to help me. It's here to help me grow, not to hinder or hurt me. And that's what this is all talking about. And a harness mystic power is, we each we all have powers within us, okay? We're all psychic. We can all learn how to read tarot cards. We can all use our intuition. We can all learn psychic abilities. I don't care if it's telepathy, clairvoyance. Everybody has something. Everyone. Absolutely everyone, okay? And anyone who tells you otherwise is just full of crap. I don't care what anybody else says. That's what it is. It's just shit. It's not true. Absolutely not true. Everyone is psychic. And we all can tap into this in different ways. And maybe you tap into it through ritual. Maybe you tap into it by going to church. Maybe you tap into it by praying to your ancestors. Maybe you leave offerings. Maybe you light incense. We all have different ways that we connect with spirit. And this is asking you to pay attention to how you connect to spirit and use it to help you. You know, it's kind of like the magician. And I think of that because I think of the onks and the onks. When I see this, I think of an onks. It's not an onks, but that's what I think of for some reason. And the magician is all about, you know, creating your own reality. And so they're saying, you know, ask your spirits and connect with them to help you bring in these things and ask for them. You know, a great way to do that is mantras and prayer. And, you know, there's all kinds of different things. And then the hermit, it's about retreat and recharge. And once again, it's about taking care of yourself. You know, it's really about taking care of yourself and doing what you need to do for you. Okay, hang on a minute. I'm gonna go get another deck of cards. I wasn't planning on using these, so they're over here. Give me just a second. Oy. But yeah, it's all about taking care of yourself, you know, and resting and recharging. Because when we're tired and we're cranky, everything gets to you more. You know, I don't know many people, maybe my sister. My sister has been inherently positive most of my life. I don't know how she does it. But, you know, when you're tired, when you're cranky, little things get to you more. So this is talking about recharging and resting and taking care of your body so that way you can bring this in. I'm going to pull from this. And we're going to see what you can do to, yeah, the box there. What you can do to work on self-love. What self-love does pile 1 need in their life right now? What do they need to do for themselves right now? What does pile 1 need to do for themselves right now? That came out really fast. How many is that? Oh no, we're not taking that many. 1 or 2 spirit guides. 3 max. Pile 1 for the collective. What do they need to do to bring self-love into their life? 1 more. What self-love do they need to be working on? Okay, we'll take 2 more. Sometimes spirit can be so demanding. Okay, let's see. Lavender, surround yourself with love. So this is all about loving yourself, you know, and when you're around friends and family and things you love to do and things that make you laugh, you know, and smile, it helps your soul and it works at a soul level. So that's what this is asking for. Stand up for yourself. Yeah, don't let people walk all over you. You are worthy. You are valuable. We all are. All of our opinions are valuable. We're allowed to feel the way we want to feel, and it's valid. And, you know, whether it's right or wrong, we feel the way we feel. So don't let people step all over you. Stand up for yourself. Justice is coming. Ooh. So maybe someone needed to hear that. And here you go, Lioness. You've earned all your stripes. So you've earned who you are. You know, it reminds me, when I think of you've earned all your stripes, it reminds me of a new mom. You know, as a mother myself, when you have kids, you get these ugly stretch marks. And you think, oh my God, what am I going to do? And you try everything to make them go away. But after a couple years, you realize, you know, those stretch marks are what gave you this wonderful blessing in your life. And you would do it all over again because they're worth every single minute and moment of it. Alright, let's get you some angel messages. Let's see what angel numbers are coming up for you right now. I mean, it's really easy in life to take care of everybody else and to, you know, work, and we get caught up in work and trying to get money and trying to do things, and we lose what is going on. You know, we lose sight of ourselves, and it happens to all of us. It's not just one person. All right, let's see what we got here. These are handmade. 1-1. Wake up. You have spiritual gifts. 5-5-5. Change your circumstances. Manifesting 1-1-1-1. You are in the right place at the right time. Everything is happening for you, for your highest and greatest good. 6-6-6. Show love and care. And, you know, that's to yourself as well as to everybody else. Manifesting 9-9-9. You have reached the end of a cycle. It is now time for you to move on to something new. Those were really pretty. Let's get your angel cards real quick, and we'll close with this. I know this was just a really short reading, but it's been a really crazy week for me, and it's all I got time for. But I wanted to make sure you guys had one. I didn't want you to go a week without anything. So, see if your spirit guides, angels, have any extra messages they want to give you at this time. They might answer any questions you might have. It does have a yes, no in here. Let's see. They keep wanting to come out, but they don't come all the way out. Pile 1 for the collective. I'll take you. Within the next few weeks. Maybe someone needed that. Communicate clearly. Improving health. Let's take one more. Why not? Whoop. Be assertive. So, I hope this helped, guys. And remember, take care of you. You're just as important as everybody else. And sometimes it can be something as simple as a bubble bath or watching your favorite movie. But don't forget to take some time to stop, breathe, connect with Source, the divine creator, you know, connect with your angels, your ancestors, and, you know, just live in love. Live in the love spirit, and that will help you. I hope this helped today, guys. Till next time. Hi, pile 2. If you pick this pile, this is your reading. Alright, so let's see. What can you do to attract more positivity and the energy of positivity into your life? What can you do to attract more positivity and the energy of positivity into your life? Pile 2. Okay, we'll start with that. So let's see what we got here. We got the 2 of Cups reversed, the 7 of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. Let's move these over a little bit so you can see them a little better. There we go. Okay. Okay, so this one, I was gonna pull more cards because I usually do, and I keep going, but this is really cut and clear. So what, and I'm gonna read them as a whole. So what this is talking about is you want to bring more positive in your life, in particular, but you don't know how to do it, and you're dreaming all the time. You're dreamers. I'm a dreamer. I'm a daydreamer. I love to daydream. Did you know daydreaming is a really good way to help you manifest things into your life? But anyway, so you're dreaming about all these things you want and all these things you're trying to manifest, but you're not taking any action towards them. What advice do you have for pile 2 for the collective? Advice for pile 2 for the collective. It's a lot, but we'll take it. We got the Justice, the One of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Hermit. I'll put him up here. You see that? Yeah. And the Hermit. So, yeah, I think you're looking for love in particular in life group 2. That's really what I'm seeing here. And you're stuck in this hurt, you're just not doing anything. And, it's time for you to take action into your own hands. You can't just wait for it to fall into your lap. It's not going to just fall in your lap. You have to actually take action to it. Spirit, is there anything else you wanted to tell pile 1? Pile 2. Sorry, pile 2. Yeah. Even the smallest step of action towards positivity and towards what you're going through in life will help. Even a little bitty step, it'll like skyrocket, poof, out of the blue. It'll just poof, go everywhere. So yeah, it'll skyrocket really fast. But you have to choose to take that first step. I'm going to use this deck. I read it intuitively, and we're going to see what it has to say. If you haven't seen my channel before, I don't usually do many videos like this, but I think I'm going to start doing one a week. But I read both intuitively and by the definitions, and it's whichever one hits me the most is what I usually go with. But right now, I'm looking for what's holding you back. What's holding them back, Spirit? What's holding them back? Okay, let's see. So you have expectations. And you have a main female. And a false person. I think you're daydreaming about someone coming into your life and rescuing you. We all want to think that life is like a movie. That we can the prince will show up and he's going to save me. And reality is not very like that. Magical things happen every day. Life is full of magical things. I'll be the first one to tell you that. But there is a point where you have to lower your expectations. You have to decide that, you have to be realistic. You have to have realistic thoughts. Okay. Positivity. Let's see what Spirit has to say about it. Spirit, what can they use to help them bring more positivity into their life? What will help them bring more positivity and positive energy into their life. Well, talking now, aren't we? One more, please. Spirit, can I get one more card, please? Pile 2, bringing positivity into their life. Advice. Advice to bring... There we go. Okay. So, move these a little bit so you can see them a little better. Okay. So right here we have thriving. And thriving is all about, you know, getting up every day, going to work, doing what I'm supposed to, taking a shower, eating dinner, going to bed, doing it all over again tomorrow. You're thriving. You're doing that. But you're not, you know, and you're making it. But they don't want you to thrive. Spirit doesn't want you to thrive. Spirit wants you to have everything you want. They want you to have it all. Not just this little corner over here. They're bringing a new beginning into your life. Something is going to be changing. And they want you to be happy. You know, when we're happy with ourselves and our life, happiness always draws positivity and positive things and new blessings into our life and new beginnings. Always. Because when you're happy, it's magical how easy things just are and they just come. And it just seems like all these blessings just fall into place. Poof. And it all works out. And it's because we're positive. And so, you know, if you want more positive energy and more positive things in your life, you have to choose to be happy. You have to choose to see the opportunities and take them. You know, I was talking to my son the other night and I told him, you have to choose to see this as an opportunity, not a negative thing. And he goes, well, what do you mean, Mom? And I said, well, you're failing math, right? And he goes, yeah. And I go, well, okay, but you didn't ask for tutorials, you didn't ask anyone for help, but half my class is failing, Mom. Okay, well, he has two options. He can look at it as half of them are failing, so obviously the teacher must not be very good and it's not my fault anyway. Or he could see it as an opportunity to maybe go talk to a counselor and change classes before it's too late in the semester, or to go to tutoring and get extra help. I mean, and life is like that. We either have an opportunity to grow and to be positive, or we can take it as something negative. And the choice is ours. Let's see what your ancestors are working on in your life to help bring positivity into your life. How are their ancestors bringing positivity in their life? Or pile 1 for the collective. How are their ancestors bringing in positivity into their life for the collective? Positivity for the collective. How are their ancestors helping them? Okay. All right. So, you have the hunter. Track down your fears and desires. So yeah, figure out what is scaring you. What is keeping you in the dark? Face it, and then release it. And you know, by that I mean, you know, I used to be scared. Well, I don't know, I wasn't scared very much. I used to be scared of death, and I had a near-death experience, and I'm no longer scared of death. Because I faced it. I faced my fears. And so this is asking you to face your fears. Do something different. Do something that scares you. Do something that changes how you feel and how you go about your day-to-day life is what this is asking you to do. They're wanting you to feel loved and comforted. They want you to know they're there for you and that they're helping you. You have trust your talents in changing times. Yeah, trust in yourself. You know, we bring our own positivity into this world. We all have these magical, wonderful talents. And we just have to all learn what they are. You know? And you have to learn, once you know what it is, use it. You know, don't let it hold you back. You know, don't go, oh, well, I can't have a tarot channel. Everybody has a tarot channel. But maybe yours will make it and theirs won't. Maybe you were destined to do this and they will not. Follow your dreams. Trust in yourself. Be devoted and committed. Yeah, they're wanting you to devote to your life and stay committed. So pick a path. Pick a path and stay on it. Keep going on that path and just stay on that path. Okay. Let's see what angel messages you got. This is a homemade deck. So, it is what it is, right? Angel messages for pile 2 for the collective. 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 Okay. Let's see what we got here. So we got 1616. Sweet love, romance. Baby or new friendship is on the way. That's exciting. 222. Inner peace. Manifesting 777. Now is the time to seek a deeper spiritual connection. Doing so will help you to manifest now. So yeah, connect with your guides and your angels and your ancestors and the universe. Manifesting 444. Remember, hard work is one of the fastest way to manifest your dreams. The universe can help. So your spirit guides are asking you to ask them to help, but then put in the effort, put in the hard work. Remember, 68, sorry. Remember that the divine is sure of your income. Worry is not helping. So yeah, don't worry about money. You know, a couple days ago, I had someone tell me that the best way to manifest money is to think of money as fun. And I never heard of that. I've heard of a lot of different ways to manifest money, but I've never thought of money as fun. You know, most of us think of it as a way to pay bills. It's a means to an end. But it is. Money is fun. Okay. Let's see if your angels have anything to say to you today. I'm going to use this deck. Figure out where I put them. There they are. Okay. So let's see. What do your angels have to say for today? What do your angels have to say right now today? What do your angels have for you today? If you want to, you can think of a question, because this often has a question to it. If you need to, you can pause the video and then come back when you have your question in mind. Messages for pile 2. Helpful people. So, you're going to have some helpful people come into your life, but you have to do the hard work to get there. You know, we can wish and want till we're blue in the face, but if we don't take action towards those wishes or wants, there's no real way of it helping or doing anything to help us, you know? Okay, let's see what we got here. We got compromise. So, something going in your life, make a compromise, you know? Say, you know, my son really likes pizza. I'm lactose intolerant and I'm allergic to tomatoes, so pizza is not good for me. But I compromise every once in a while and we get pizza because it makes him happy. And we all need compromise a little bit in our lives. And maybe you need to compromise a little bit on your dreams. And I'm not saying ask for less, seek less. I'm saying be realistic. You know, you could sit here and go, well, I want to be the premier ballerina. Well, I'm not saying you can't be a premier ballerina, but if you're only 6 years old and you have no ballet experience at all, maybe you need to think about I'm going to go to ballet school and I'm going to save money so I can get there. Take the steps you need in order to get where you need to go to make it big. And I think everyone has every opportunity in this world to make it big. I think we all can. I think it's just a matter of you have to take the steps in order to do that, to get there. You can't expect it all at one time. Meditation brings answers. So yeah, your guides are really, really asking for you to connect to them. And whether you do that through prayer, whether you do that through manifestations, mantras, spending time in nature, running, there's all kinds of ways that we can connect to our guides. And they really just want you to connect. And, these pick-a cards are wonderful. They help people out when they're lost. But, when it really comes down to it, you have to listen to what your gut says inside. You have to go inside of you, because when you go within, you will find more answers and better answers than any medium or channeler or anyone else could ever give you. Well, I know this was awfully short, but I hope you enjoyed this today. And if you want to see more pick-a-cards like this, let me know in the comments. If you like my old ones better with the video, let me know in the comments. Till next time, guys. Alright, if you picked this pile 3, this is your reading. So let's see, what can you do to bring more positive energy and positivity into your life? For the collective spirit for pile 3. What can pile 3 to bring more positivity and positive experiences into their life? Pile 3 for the collective. Pile 3 for the collective. What can you do to bring more positivity and positive experiences into their life? Pile 3 for the collective. There we go. Let's see what we got here. So, we got the Knight of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, Justice, the Three of Magicians, the Two of Swords. So let's see what we're looking at here. Move these up a little bit so you can see them a little better. They're all in focus. There we go. Alright. So, what I see here is with the Knight of Swords. We'll start with that, I guess. You come in quickly and you go, I got this. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be positive. And then you go, why did anything change? Where's all the wonderful stuff that's supposed to come with this? Why isn't it getting better? It should be getting better. Why is it not getting better? And then you wait. And you think, okay, well, the universe will send it to me. It will come. Maybe I just need to do more mantras and I need to use the magician, because the magician's all about manifesting. So I need to manifest more. And then you give up completely right before your gift is fixing to come in. Because in fact, right afterwards, you had the Ace of Swords and the King of Cups. And the bottom of the deck energy is the Seven of Wands. I'll show that to you real quick. Seven of Wands. So, right before you get this new beginning, you sabotage yourself. You outthink yourself. Hey guys, sorry about that. That was my mother calling. My grandma fell and she's been in the hospital. And so she was just letting me know how it was going. And I have no idea where I was. Completely lost everything I was saying. But you're sabotaging yourself here is what I see. Before your opportunities come. Because you have the King of Cups. And you have the Ace of Swords. So, you know, new opportunities want to come in. And they want you to be positive. And before you can get to this where you're... You know, this is all about emotions. Cups to me are always about emotions. Especially the King of Cups. Because it represents conquering your emotions. And being at that even kill. You know, being completely even and not tilting this way or tilting that way. You're just completely even with your emotions. Goodness, sorry. And, but so that's what it's talking about, you know. Before you can get to where you know, are looking at everything in a more positive outlook, you know, sabotage yourself, you know. So, let's see what advice Spirit has for you. Spirit. Advice on how pile 3 can quit sabotaging themselves to bring in more prosperity into their life. Advice so pile 3 can quit sabotaging themselves to bring more prosperity into their lives. Advice to how pile 3 can quit sabotaging themselves to bring more positivity into their life. Pile 3. There it is. I knew there was one more card that wanted to come out. So, a lot of it, Spirit is saying, is your outlook. Because you see the 5 of Cups. This is the perfect card to represent all of these. They all pretty much say the same thing. But you see this 5 of Cups. You notice he's looking at the spilled milk. That's what everyone always says, the spilled milk right here. And he doesn't see that he still has 2 cups right over here. And if you look over here, there's this city right here. He could just pick up his cups, walk across the bridge, and go on with his life. Instead, he's sitting here wallowing over this spilled milk. And, you know, maybe it's your past. Maybe you're stuck in your past and you keep looking at your past. And, you know, shadow work is really, really good for this kind of thing. It really helps us, especially when we learn to look at our shadow aspects and what's going on that we need to be working on in our shadow and incorporating it in with our light aspects. You know, we need to be a balance. Everything in life is a give and take, and it's about having balance, you know, and the scales. And so that's really what I'm seeing there. And the 2 of Swords is the same thing. You know, it's all about, she thinks she's stuck. She thinks she can't go anywhere. She's blindfolded and she thinks she's stuck, but all she has to do is put down her swords, take her blindfold off, and walk away. So it's how you perceive things. It's how you're looking at things. And you're not letting others come in to help you. You know, you're not letting anyone come in and help you. And you're not making a decision to do anything otherwise. And that's really what that's talking about. You know, you're leaving yourself stuck by not, you know, by not choosing to look at things. Everything in life is a choice. You know, you can choose to let your past block you and hold you back, or you can choose not to. You can choose to learn from it and move on. You can choose to face your fears and, you know, move on from them, or you can choose to sit there afraid the rest of your life. You can choose to see everything in the life as positive, and everything that happens in your life comes in for a reason to either help you grow or learn, or you can choose it as the world's out to get me and everyone hates me. And that's what Spirit's trying to tell you. You know, you need to make the choice to choose to, you need to make the choice to choose to allow things to come in and help you. You know, you need to choose to let positivity, you know, choose to be positive. Choose to see the negative in your life as positive instead of negative. And it's not something that happens right away. I mean, we're changing how we think. We're changing by changing our conscious actions, we're taking the time to change our subconscious. And our subconscious, you know, is all about, you know, what's underneath. And in order to change the conscious and our thinking into positivity, we have to choose to think of the positive. We have to choose to. And in that choice, you know, we have to choose to keep trying. You have to keep doing it, because negative has become a habit. You know, thinking that the world's against you or is out to get you is a habit. It's something that you've chosen to do, you know, and or someone's taught you or raised you to think that way. So because you have someone who's chosen or taught you to think that way through society and what society wants and says, and parents and religion, you know, it's become a habit. And so in order to change a habit, you have to consciously choose to do so. My son is, you know, a standard 12-year-old preteen, and everything is negative. Everything that comes out of his mouth is negative. He sees everything as negative. Everything is negative. And, you know, I told him, I said, well, an easy way to do it is when those negative thoughts come in your life, you say to yourself, no, I do not accept that. I do not accept that is the truth. I do not accept that thought. And instead, you think of, how could it be positive? You stop, you say, I don't accept it out loud. And then you think, how can I make this a positive instead of a negative? And then you do whatever you have to do to make it a positive. And you have to keep doing that. And you will find times when you fall back on it. You will find times, but it's kind of like magic. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. Like anything else in life. You know, when you're learning how to ride a bicycle, the more you get on and you keep trying, the easier and easier, until all of a sudden you're riding the bike down the street to anyone who comes. But if you sit here and keep, you know, oh, I fell, I'm not ever getting back on it again because I'm going to get hurt, and you're sitting in your fears, or you're letting your negative thoughts about how you could fall and get hurt, they're stopping you from getting to where you want to get in life. So you have to choose to be positive, and you have to choose to want positive things in your life. And you have to walk away sometimes from people who don't understand that or are not that way. Okay, so while I was talking to you, I was just shuffling aimlessly, and Spirit chose what he wanted to say, like Spirit always does. This is the deck this is. Turn around so you can read it. There you go. And I'm just going to read it intuitively. So, give me just a second to look at this, see what I see. Okay, so there's obviously a gift coming towards you. And there's something that's going to go on with court. You see the courthouse, and then you see the jury here too. He's up. And what I'm really seeing on this justification is I keep looking at this emblem right here. I don't know how well you can see that. Let me bring it over here where you can see it real good. You see that emblem right there? And it reminds me of like a family crest. So I think it's going to be something that has to do with heritage or with your family, and especially with this family room coming up next afterwards. And it's going to involve a mature male, but it's going to bring your community closer together. And there's another male. I don't really know what that means, but yeah. It's going to be different for each one of you. I could sit here and try to decipher it more, but to be honest, I want you to learn to use your own intuition. I want you to use your own guidance. I think that's important. And you see what it means for you. If I had been asking a question like I meant to, instead of just blubbering on, I would have told you what it meant. Alright, let's move on. Let's see what your ancestors are bringing into your life right now to help you get more positivity and more energy into your life. How is the ancestors of pile 3 helping them at this time? How are the ancestors for pile 3 helping them at this time? Okay. So you got summer, bask in the joy and light, traveler, move in a new direction, wise one, grow within your current situation, these over a little bit, and shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. So let's see if we can make sure you can see all of these. Okay, so I guess we'll start with bask in the joy of light, summer. This is all about happiness and being happy. And you can choose to be happy. You can choose to be negative. You know, life is always about choices. There's always choices. And it's really about choosing to be positive, like I was talking to you about before. So I won't go all into all that again. We got traveler, move in a new direction. Do something different. Take a chance. And I mean, it doesn't have to be a big chance. People are scared of change. People are very scared of change. And I think this year, the last couple of years should show that more than anything else. But, you know, move in a new direction. And, you know, okay, the best example I can give for this is I was a waitress for years and years, okay? And when you're waiting tables, you'll notice it's kind of like school. Everyone, your regulars that come in all the time, they have their tables that they like to sit at and where they want to sit. And if someone got there before them, you know, like somebody new who's never been there, and they sit in their seat, people get really upset. Like really upset. Because they're like, but that's my spot. That's where I sit. That's where I'm supposed to be. That's where I want my spot. And they sit there and they look and they like, I want my spot. I'm gonna make sure I get here early tomorrow so I can get my spot. I'm never gonna be late again. And they tend to tell themselves stuff like that. And what your ancestors and angels are trying to tell you is, you know, instead of fighting for that spot and choosing to get there early, they want you to look around and go, hey, this spot's by the window. Look, there's this cool bird outside. I never even noticed that they had this little fake bird outside on the tree. You know, they want you to look at things in a new way. You know, and they say that will help you. Grow within your current situation. Exactly. Take chances in little ways. And like I said, little ways. You know, it doesn't have to be big things. Take a chance on yourself today. You know, maybe drive a new way home. You know, don't go the same route every day. Maybe you'll find something cool or new that you never saw before. You know, but grow. Always try to be growing. You know, stagnation is just not any fun. And transform and unveil your gifts. Okay. All of us are psychic. And I'm going to be completely blunt here because I'm a pretty blunt person and I just tell people what I see as it is. Everyone is psychic. Everyone. And anyone who tells you that everyone is not psychic is full of horseshit. And you can tell him I said that, and I don't care, and I will stand behind it. It's horseshit. It absolutely is. Everyone is psychic. Everyone has intuition. Everyone has psychic gifts. Every single one of us. Now, it's a matter of some people are born more psychic than others, and some people learn what their gifts are and how to use them later in life. And I don't truly believe that one is stronger or better than the other. They each have their own difficulties and their own problems that come with them either way. But it's a matter of learning what your gifts and talents are. You know, what are your psychic gifts? What are your talents? You know, use your intuition. Everybody has something different, you know? Okay, here you go. First thing that comes to my mind. I have this really cool thing with my spirit guides. And I don't even know how it came about or how I found out I had this. Hang on, let me get a drink. Sorry. Ooh, sorry about that. And I have this really cool talent where I can ask my spirit guides a yes or no question. And they will squeeze my left hand if the answer is no, and they will squeeze my right hand if the answer is right. It always works. I've been doing it since I was 3 or 4 years old, and it always works. Now, that's a gift. I'm able to feel my spirit guides that way. You know, and some of us, we feel things. I have a friend whose mother passed away, dear sweet lady, a couple years ago. And, you know, she said that she would periodically walk in places and her mom always wore the same special perfume. It's kind of funny because it was from the dollar store. It's a really cheap perfume. But she always wore this perfume and she didn't like other perfumes. And she'd worn it for all her life. And whenever she gets really upset or when things happen in her life, she often smells that perfume before when she's doing things, and it comforts her because it lets her know that her mother is there and is with her. That is a psychic gift. Everybody has something. It may just be deja vu. It may be just little things. We're all different. You know, we're not meant to be the same. We weren't made to be the same. And how boring of a life would it be if we were? Why would you want to be like everybody else? You know, just revel in the fact that you're not. And, you know, we each have to learn as we go through life what gifts we have and what gifts we don't have. And that's what Spirit's asking of you. You know, your ancestors and your angels are asking you to learn what your gifts are. And, you know, maybe your gift is something else. You know, my son is wonderful at math. I couldn't do math if I had to do it to save my life. Math is not my skill. Never been my skill. I paint portraits. It's something I enjoy doing. I paint. I'm a painter. I do a lot of artistic crafts. My son couldn't paint a stick figure if his life depended on it. We all have different gifts and abilities. And whether they're psychic, whether they're normal, you know, your angels and your ancestors want you to learn what makes me different. What is special about me? What is the cool thing that I have that makes me me? And then they want you to work on it. And then they want you to share it with the world, because that's when you'll find your real purpose. Okay, so let's go on. Let's see if Spirit or the universe has any advice for you with anything else you're going through right now. Advice for anything pile 3 is going through right now. Advice for pile 3 for anything else they are going through right now. Focus. Advice for pile 3. Whoop. Advice for pile 3. Okay, we'll take those 2. Community and stillness. Okay. So it goes like this. So they want you to focus on the stillness. Go within yourself. Meditate. And you know, you can meditate a lot of different ways. Meditation is not always just sitting there going, with your legs crossed. You don't have to do that. You know, when I was a teenager, well, young adult actually, my favorite way to meditate was to drive cross country. I would just get in my car and I would drive. And I would listen to music and I would get lost in my own thoughts. And the next thing I know, I was meditating. It's called active meditation. My sister used to love to run as a kid. She ran track, you know, and she ran on the football team and she loved to run. And running is a really good active meditation. One of my friends used to knit all the time. And when she knitted, knitting is an active meditation. Tarot card readers often will shuffle a deck of cards over and over, not dropping, not even caring about what comes out, what doesn't. They're just shuffling. Because the sound of shuffling is often calming to us, and it's a form of active meditation. Meditation can be lots of things. People reading a book can get into a form of meditation. Meditation does not always have to be just sitting there doing nothing. But it is always when you quiet your mind, and the way to find what will help you the most with meditation is what comes easiest to you. You know, what do you do that becomes mind-numbing to where, you know, okay, here's a good example. My grandmother. I told my grandmother once that my washing machine broke, and she went, "How wonderful. Now you can wash all your clothes from hand. All your clothes by hand, and you will have time to think. Isn't that wonderful, my dear?" I just thought, this lady has lost her mind. Really? But it's mind-numbing. It's mind-numbing because it's just tedious. It's the same thing over and over and over. So when you do things in your daily life, like washing dishes or just little things, you know, that don't require a lot of thought or focus, you will find yourself wandering. And you know, you'll get to this point where you're no longer thinking, you're just kind of zoning. You know, if you can zone out, that's meditation. That is meditation. You know, daydreaming is a great way to start learning how to visually meditate, which is a whole nother thing on its own. But that's what they're asking you to do. They're asking you to be still and to do that. And they're asking you to find your community. And by finding your community, that's how, you know, it will help you. So they want you to, you know, find your gifts, find what makes you special, and then find your community. And that way you can all work together. All right. Let's move on. Let's see if you have any angel messages. Pile 3 for the collective. If you want to pause and ask a question, these cards often have answers to questions. So if you want to pause and ask a question, that's a really good idea right about now. So, let's see. Messages from your angels. Pick that one. Take those. Okay. Improving health. The answer to your question is no. In the near future. So maybe you'll understand why it's no in the near future. And they want you to take action. Take action with your life. Keep going. Move around. Do something. See if you got any angel numbers here today. Angels. Angel numbers for pile 3. Well, they just are flying out today, aren't they? Angel messages for pile 3. Alright, that's enough. These are homemade. I'm sorry if they don't look perfect. I really don't care. Alright. 999. Completion of a cycle. You're completing a cycle and clearing. 444. You are here for a reason. You are loved. Share your love with others. 333. Take time to make a choice and act. 888. Embrace the changes. Shadow. 33. Being too critical and your fears around stability. So they're saying be careful about being too critical of yourself and others, and you're worrying about money or financial or being stable in the future, and it's causing you to be less positive, and it's causing problems in your life, and they wanted to bring that up and tell you about it. Goodness, I am so sorry. My allergies have really been acting with me lately. So this is it for you, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed this. If you'd like to see more readings like this, let me know in the comments. If you like my other videos with the pretty pictures behind them and you want to see more like it, let me know in the comments. Until next time, guys, remember, love yourself first. Because until we take care of us, we can't take care of anybody else.